Okay, so we got the chorizo dumplings, the cucumber empanadas.
Zara's food truck is popping off.
Come on, guys, let's pick it up, all right?
But if she doesn't find a new chef, her truck will be stuck.
Carl quit this morning, so Jessica, I'm gonna need you on the fryer.
Indeed can help her hire great people fast.
I need Indeed.
Indeed you do. Instant Match instantly connects you with quality candidates whose resumes on Indeed match your sponsored job description. Visit Indeed.com/credit and get $75 towards your first sponsored job. Terms and conditions apply.
Okay, so we got the chorizo dumplings, the cucumber empanadas.
Zara's food truck is popping off.
Come on, guys, let's pick it up, all right?
But if she doesn't find a new chef, her truck will be stuck.
Carl quit this morning, so Jessica, I'm gonna need you on the fryer.
Indeed can help her hire great people fast.
I need Indeed.
Indeed you do. Instant Match instantly connects you with quality candidates whose resumes on Indeed match your sponsored job description. Visit Indeed.com/credit and get $75 towards your first sponsored job. Terms and conditions apply.
If there was a zombie apocalypse, I'd let my dog eat me. Let's start with the thighs, where the fatty part lies. Thick thighs save lives, quite literally this time. My flesh will taste okay, my dog will eat the pain away. 'Cause the whole world is dying, and I'm tired of surviving. If there was a zombie apocalypse, I'd let my dog eat me. The situation's dire and my house is on fire, but at least she'd be healthy. If there was a zombie apocalypse, I'd let my dog eat me. There are zombies full of lead and my friends are all dead, but at least she'd be healthy. I wish I had more time, but there goes my spine. I'm not alone because she's chewing my bones. My body's bleeding out, she's eaten half my torso now. Think I'm losing my eyesight, I've been here all night. If there was a zombie apocalypse, I'd let my dog eat me. The situation's dire and my house is on fire, but at least she'd be healthy. If there was a zombie apocalypse, I'd let my dog eat me. There are zombies full of lead and my friends are all dead, but at least she'd be healthy. If there was a zombie apocalypse, I'd let my dog eat me. The situation's dire and my house is on fire, but
Hey everybody, happy Torch Thursday evening tutorial stream. It's been an exciting day here at the Beading Dreams. We've had some of our favorite people here. That's my hair in my mouth. Ew. And I'm so happy to see each and every one of you this evening, even though I am, as is not unusual for me, a little bit late getting on stream. So thank y'all so much for hanging out and waiting for me. Hi Ace, Lori, Barb, and everyone else who's out there this evening. What are we doing tonight? It is Torch Thursday. That means there will be fire, and we're going to be doing this. This is an actual new torch project. So I have been kind of recycling torch projects for a while. Those of you who have been serial viewers of the Beading Dream stream probably noticed that, but this is actually a new one. I've got another fun new one in the works for next week that involves engraving as well. I'm very excited about that. But for tonight, we are doing our multi-tube set ring. So let's talk for just a second about tube settings and how awesome they are. I love tube settings. So if you're a fabricator, tube settings, in my personal opinion, are a godsend. They're a really easy and quick way to be able to set tiny, sparkly stones, including things like diamonds, rubies, sapphires, which just attaching those labels to a piece is a really good way to just super bump the retail value of said piece. So being able to take a piece of heavy wall tubing and 15 minutes of your time and set a diamond in a piece that now you can sell for $400 instead of $40, in my opinion, is totally worth it. If you're gonna do tube settings, though, you do need some very specific pieces of equipment. So I'm gonna kind of I'm gonna start with just a basic tools and supplies for this evening's tutorial, but we're gonna talk a little bit more about the very specific types of equipment that you need for tube setting and the things that we're doing tonight when it's time for us to use them. So, holy cow. Sorry, I even slept last night. I think I need more caffeine. So, tools and supplies for this evening's tutorial. All right, as far as, hi Megan, as far as supplies go, what you're gonna need is 10 gauge half round wire, and incidentally, this is exactly the same wire that I used in this early afternoon's tutorial. You're gonna need, I cut off a piece of this and I don't know where it went. So as far as how much wire are you going to need, you're going to need just enough to make your ring size, which depending upon your ring size, wow, okay, this whole yawning thing really needs to quit, like right now, quit. So, times like these, I really want those like super caffeinated drinks that the gamers drink, because I'm just like, I really just need to like slam something and then be like, woo, bright-eyed and bushy-tailed for an hour, and then I can freaking crash. But anyway, so 10 gauge half round wire, same size of wire that I used for this early afternoon's tutorial. You don't necessarily have to use that gauge or type of wire for this. So anything that you would use for a ring band, so that encompasses a whole lot of stuff. This is not going to work really well on full round wire, so I'm going to say don't do that, but any gauge of half round wire, 10 gauge or wider, any gauge of rectangular or any size of rectangular wire, 3mm or wider, any kind of pattern wire. You could even use square wire if you wanted a chunkier ring. So, those of you out there who are listening to this who are fabricators, basically anything you would use for a semi-chunky ring band is going to work for this. Material number 2, heavy wall. And by the way, I'm doing all this in sterling silver. Those of you who fabricate are familiar. Those of you who don't fabricate, here's the lowdown. What the hell? I'm so sorry, y'all. Sorry. Trying to drink caffeinated beverage in hopes that it will wake me up. So, if you're gonna fabricate, the common wisdom is that for beginning fabricators, sterling silver is generally a good metal to start with. Now you can start with brass, bronze, copper, because those are much less expensive metals, but there are specific and particular hiccups and variables with each of those metals, brass, bronze, copper, that you don't have to deal with sterling silver. Now, incidentally, one of the easiest and most friendly metals with which to fabricate is 14 karat solid gold. But most beginning fabricators, myself included, and I'm not even a beginning fabricator, I would, in my not so humble opinion, characterize myself as an intermediate advanced fabricator, can't afford to do every daggum thing in 14 karat solid gold. So most of us kind of settle on sterling silver as sort of a happy medium. So I had sterling silver 10 gauge, half round wire. Now I have sterling silver heavy wall tubing. Now, if you're gonna do tube settings, you got two options, and I did list both of those options on the web page. So option number one is you can actually purchase pre-made tube settings from most of your jeweler's supply companies. They're very reasonably priced. So what they are is basically pre-cut, pre-burred settings. Or you can do this. You can purchase a piece of heavy wall tubing. So this is tubing that has about a 1 millimeter wall, and it comes usually in a 12-inch or so piece. If Allison was a smart person who had put her stones somewhere. Oh my Lanta! Heather, how am I allowed to be in charge of anything? Because I really don't think I should be. She's not listening to me.
I am not allowed to be in charge of everything, so we have to share.
But wait a minute.
Yep.
But
you didn't hire me to be the boss.
I hired you to be the boss of everyone but me.
That's not working out.
Oh goodness. Well, unfortunately.
Sometimes I try to boss you. Does that help at all?
It doesn't actually, because again that's reverse delegation.
Yeah.
Reverse delegation isn't a. Hold on.
I'm doing my best.
Hold on.
How are
Who's
you?
in the store right now? That's it?
That's it.
Yeah, reverse delegation isn't a thing unless you're Carol May.
I didn't hear it.
Well, the internet heard it. So, sorry, that was a moment. That was a non sequitur moment. So, when you're dealing with heavy wall sterling silver tubing, the way that it works, and the reason I like buying my tubing from Rio Grande is they'll actually tell you this in the product descriptions, but what you want is a tubing that is, good Lord, the outside diameter needs to be just slightly bigger than the actual diameter of your gemstone. So this is kind of the visual that you want when you're picking tubing. So you want just kind of a nice border around the outside of your gemstone. You want, once again, heavy wall tubing, because what I'm going to do after I've sawn this and soldered it to my ring is I'm actually going to burr out a setting for my gemstone. So again, because I know that was rambling and probably not super comprehensive. So option one, you can buy heavy wall sterling silver tubing in the outside diameter that corresponds to the stone that you're about to set. You can saw it, burr it, and then set your stones in it like I'm going to do today. Or you can actually buy pre-made tube settings to go with your gemstones. That's going to save you a couple of steps. You're going to pay a little bit more per unit for the tubing, but again, if you're just doing a one-off project, or if you're just, you're like, oh, well, I really usually work with 4 to 6 millimeter stones. So I've got all this tubing for 4 to 6 millimeter stones, but I've got this one project that I need 2 millimeter stones for. Do I really want to buy 12 inches of 2 millimeter tubing? No, you probably don't, because it's going to last you for the next 70 years of your life. Or you could buy, 10 tube settings for a set price from Rio. And so, anyway, I'm going to jump on off of that soapbox. Sorry, y'all. It's already been a week, and it's only Thursday. Why do the weeks keep getting harder? Like, I used to be able to make it Monday through Saturday, and I was only feeling beat down by the end of Saturday. Now it's like I'm feeling beat down on Wednesday night. Like, I don't quite understand how that algorithm works. But in addition to, for supplies, half round wire 10 gauge or the wire of your choice for the ring shank, heavy wall tubing, or prefab tube settings, you're also going to need some easy sterling silver solder. We're going to do the whole thing with easy. And we also need, of course, stones. So I've got some 4mm black cubic zirconia that I'm using today. So as far as supplies go, you're going to need all your soldering supplies plus a couple of specialty things. So for soldering supplies, just a brief rundown including but not limited to torch, soldering surface. You're going to need, I'm actually not going to use pickle in a pickle pot tonight because my cubic zirconia can go in the tumbler, but pickle and pickle pot is something you might need. We'll talk about that when it comes time. You're probably going to need a file. Okay, look, I have a file. Okay, hand file, ring mandrel, hand tools, round nose, chain nose, wire cutters. Round nose you're probably not actually going to use, but chain nose pliers and wire cutters you almost definitely will. Hey, look, there's another file, because apparently I'm super prepared tonight. You are also going to need, and this is where we're getting into specialty tools for cutting your tube settings. You're going to need a jeweler's saw. So this is a regular jeweler's saw with a 2/0 saw blade. You are going to need a setting burr in the size of your stone. So I'm using 4mm stones. That means I need a 4mm setting burr. This tool is very expensive as far as tools go, and it only does one thing, but I will say that it does work like a charm. This is a tube cutting jig. This is like a $50 or $60 tool, and so if you don't cut a lot of tubing, for the love of God, do not buy one of these, because that's dumb. But if you do cut a fair amount of tubing, I'll show you how this works in a minute, but it is a really handy dandy little thing. And being a parsimonious by nature individual, I have tried many less expensive methods of cutting tubing, and I can honestly say that this stupid little tool that only does one thing really does make my life easier when I have to cut tubing. So, tube cutting jig, I'll show you how that works in a bit. You're also going to need a ring clamp with its attendant wedgie bit and a prong pusher, and probably several other things that I have forgotten, which I will inform you of what they are when I remember what I forgot. So let's go ahead and start this project now. Yeah, so, and I tend to waffle when I do ring tutorials, because there are basically two ways that most jewelers will choose to cut ring shanks. Number one is to use a chart, like my very favorite Contenti ring sizing chart, the link of which I still haven't fixed in the chat. But you can go online, you can say what size of wire do I need to cut for any particular size of ring. It'll tell you, it'll give you in millimeters how much you need to cut. That's option one. Okay, Contenti, if you go to contenti.com and then search ring sizing chart, they have one of my favorites. The reason it's my favorite is because it takes into account the thickness of the wire in addition to the size of the ring. But option number 2 is what I'm feeling tonight. Sorry, y'all. Like I said, it's already been a week, and it's only Thursday. That means I still have 2 more days in my work week. And, oh my God. And it's a mom day tomorrow, again. She'll not admit to matricide on the internet, but it's going to take a lot of spoons for tomorrow. And this week's already taken a lot of spoons, so whatever spoons I have left on Saturday, I may just end up randomly chucking at people because, again, it's been a week. So, option number 2 is the fly by the seat of the pants method. Yes. Sometimes we jewelers will attempt to aviate by the seats of our trousers, and that's just the way it goes. So, if you're going to aviate by the seat of your trousers for a ring, what you want to do is you want to take your 10 gauge half round wire, and what I've done here is I've just cut, about a 3.5 inch piece that I can work off of. Figure that unless you are like a size 16 ring, 3.5 inches is going to be more than enough. But here's the thing. Wire is going to spring up. So if I want to make a size 7 ring, what I'm actually going to do with this piece of wire is I'm going to go up 3 sizes to a size 4, and then I'm going to wrap it around the mandrel, which means I'm going to take my thumb and I'm going to hold that down, and I'm just going to wrap it around. Apparently I can't do that on camera because, again, it's been a week. Ouch! Till I have this. So notice, as soon as I let it go, it became very loose. So now it's not at the 4 anymore. Now it's down to the 5. So here is, oh my gosh. I mean, it's not necessarily that, Megan, because I have, Trader CVS's well-rested trazodone to take before bed. It's just a question of, certain elements of the life, Mom, don't deal well with being eliminated for self-care purposes. And it's like you have a job that is by nature exhausting, and then you have people in your personal life who don't care to even try to understand that, and who think that the problem in this case is me, rather than environment plus family stress plus this and this and this and this and this. It's like I'm doing the best that I can, but this, Heather's not wrong. This ish is exhausting. This job that we have is exhausting. Not necessarily the streaming, because y'all are amazing, but the streaming on top of the brick and mortar retail, on top of the private lessons, on top of the private events, on top of the repairs, custom designs, etc., it's all exhausting, which is remind me to Google that later. But we love y'all on stream. Y'all are amazing. It's just so, and I will get off my soapbox. I promise, those of you who are here for the tutorial and not for me just waxing, not even poetic, but just waxing. But it's so incredibly frustrating when the people who are supposed to be closest to you, who are supposed to be the ones who care for you most, are literally the ones who put in the least effort to understand what the rest of your life entails, and instead just come at you for not dedicating enough of your spoons. And spoons, for anybody who's not familiar with that metaphor, are basically a metaphor for how much emotional, physical, and mental energy you have in any certain day. Like, you know, you start each day with X amount of spoons, meaning you've got this much physical energy, emotional energy, mental energy, and then you have a finite amount of all of those things, and you have to distribute all of that to all of the tasks that you have to accomplish in a day. And the people in your life who don't understand that resources are finite are very difficult to deal with. And the older I get, and I was just having a conversation about this with another client, is the older I get, the more that this may turn into a talking and not a soldering stream. Does anyone, okay, I'm just gonna say, hey, I'm almost out of spoons for today, so I have officially, hi Empress Light, I am so glad that you are on our YouTube channel. Thank you so much. You're the best for joining us. I personally am having a very difficult day today. So, I'm going to say to everybody that I am probably not going to do this project tonight. My brain is just not there. So, Empress Light, again, thank you so much for watching, and you're not being rude. I'm digressing, which is my fault, not yours. What I'm going to ask of you, if it's at all possible, is tune in for our next Freeform Friday, which is going to be not tomorrow, but a week from tomorrow. I will do this project for you then. If that's not enough of a tutorial for you, I will film a private video for you and I will send it to you. I so appreciate new viewers. You have no idea. You're just catching me at a really bad time. So to everybody, I just want to say I'm not going to do this project tonight. I was done. Oh God, thank you, Empress Light. You're the best. Yeah, yeah, it's just, I need a freaking week off, but the problem is it's still not enough. So, I'm gonna chat. Hi, Beverly. I'm gonna chat for a couple more minutes, and yes, so Empress Light, please come back. I promise. I will do this project for you a week from Friday on our Freeform Friday stream, which I will broadcast on YouTube, Twitch, and Facebook simultaneously. You can always find us on this channel, twitch.tv/beadingdream, and thanks, Barb, and also on Facebook. But yeah, it's been a week, and the caffeine's not doing it for me tonight. So, anyway, God, that was such a wandering path. Thank you. Oh my God. Thank you, Empress Light. You're amazing. Yeah. So such a wandering path and so much craziness this week, including nuttiness with my mother and nuttiness with, everything else. Like, it's been a really high effort week, and once again, like, I'm literally out of spoons. Like, I got 2 more days in my work week, so I'm gonna do my best to recoup some spoons tonight. And what we're gonna talk about is the fact that we'll be on Zoom tomorrow night. That is gonna be a crafty cocktail time. That's going to be a free crafting time, so anybody who wants to hang out with us and craft, please email us, beadingdreamsdallas@gmail.com. We'll send you those credentials. If you have Zoomed with us prior to now, you can absolutely use those same credentials to Zoom with us tomorrow night. I'm going to probably be doing a crafty project tomorrow night because I have some feathery head things that need to go out. Oh my gosh. Ah! Susan sending ducks. Wait, are you sending ducks to home? Send ducks to the store. If you send ducks to home, I feel like Mamie and Ziggy might cull the ducks with extreme prejudice. So if there are actual ducks coming, they should come to Beading Dreams where they will be safe. So yeah, sorry y'all about the okay, well, the ducks will absolutely be safe in Discord, but seriously, sorry y'all. I was, yeah, no. My gosh. Thank you, Amber Slate. All right, I'm gonna take some good advice that I got from amazing people on the internet, and I'm gonna say that I'm going to peace out for the night. I'm so thankful for everyone out there, all of you who are watching this stream, everyone who is either vibing with me right now or just tolerating me right now, like whatever. Please come back. I promise. I'm much perkier than this. And once again, the project that was tonight that I failed to do will be on Freeform Friday. It's going to be a week from Friday. You can always join us tomorrow on Zoom. Email us, beadingdreamsdallas@gmail.com, and we'll send you the Zoom info. And of course, I will be back, hopefully better rested and much more perky on Saturday at 6 p.m. with a tutorial. This is going to be a tutorial especially for Jan Carmen, which is going to be our back and forth bracelet.
No. On Saturday, yes.
On Saturday,
Sorry.
yes. Followed by a live merchandise sale. So, everybody, thank you so much. Ember Slate, please come back. I thank you.
We're so excited to spend time with you.
Yes, I thank you for what you've said. We're so excited to spend time with you, and like, please don't give up on me. I promise that I do actually do cool tutorials, except not right now. So, everyone, okay, so everyone have a great, fantastic Thursday night. I'll see you all tomorrow on Zoom. I have to deal with my mother tomorrow, so who knows what state I'll be in. But the cool thing is, it's a Zoom, so I don't have to lead it, so it's gonna be fun no matter what. So everyone have a wonderful night, and I will see y'all on Zoom tomorrow. And for everybody who's waiting for a cool tutorial, tune in back on this channel, twitch.tv/beadingdream, Saturday at 6 p.m. for the back and forth bracelet. Again, that's this one. And to my Zoom room right. Yes, you better be on, Megan, or I'll be sad. So thank you, everybody. Thank you, Empress Light. Thank you, all my new viewers. And I'm out. Y'all are the best. Sorry for meandering away from the tutorial tonight, but sometimes you just gotta talk. So I'll see y'all tomorrow or Saturday, and everyone take care. Remember, be kind to yourselves, and even if it's your job, sometimes it's okay to not be good at it. So everyone take care, and I will, you're the best, Megan. All right, I'll see y'all tomorrow or Saturday. Everyone take care, and bye.